Hello and welcome to the Unearth Financial Weekly Market Report. This particular report is actually on the longer term view of the Aussie dollar against the US dollar, so that's the symbol code AUDUSD. Now the reason why I'm taking you back at a longer term view is that it is really important to know where the market has come from for you to be able to determine with a fairly high probability of where it's possibly likely to go into the future. My analysis style is cycle analysis, and that's derived with W.D. Gann, who is a famous financial market trader in the early to mid 1900s, and he was extremely successful making or pulling billions of dollars out of the market, and especially back in those days is quite good. So what I'm looking at here is a daily chart of the Aussie dollar, and it's showing you back until 2008, where it made a very significant low. I've highlighted that with a blue symbol 1, and what we're looking at is the orange band to the right hand side of the screen is its longer term cycle, which is a 33-month cycle, and it has 100% fit for the 33-month cycle is what I can get with the amount of data that I have going back. I think it's back into the early 90s, and what that tells me is that this market makes a very significant pullback or a significant low every 33 months, and it does have obviously a band around that time frame. It's not on the smack bang on that date, but and obviously as the time frames become longer, time bands are wider. So this is within a 12-month period. We are expecting a significant low, like what happened last time, that the 33-month cycle was due, or a rock, and it just dumped down into the 33-month cycle low, or its last one. And then since that time it has been moving up nicely, making high highs, high lows overall, and which has given us a bull cycle because it's got its highest points in the right hand side of the cycle, and within the next 12 months we can expect a fairly good sized pullback. Now as it's a bull cycle, that will be likely to be higher than the start fall. Now you have to excuse the recording here. Sometimes I find that the audio or the visual doesn't keep up with the audio, so I'm trying not to move around too much because it seems that it plays havoc with it a little bit. But what if to look at some sort of price range for you of where we could expect it to fall back to, I've put a price retracement tool on the because that's obviously the highest price that we've had so far. If it goes up higher than that, I will then move these price retracements, but it could be as low as 0.8623 all the way down to 0.7617. That's our price target with the pullback over the next 12 months. But that could happen right at the end of it, all of a sudden dumps down sharply then. So it's not like we're looking for short positions at the moment. With regard to our direction of our trading, that is taken via shorter term trading cycles, and I'll just take you back to have a look at the different trading cycles since the 2008 low. Now I've numbered number 1 trading cycle is highlighted there. I've put an aqua line on it, start from the start up to the cycle high and down to the cycle end. That fell short of the shorter term time band. See the blue time band? It was just outside of that. As I said, nothing's ever 100%. We look for a high probability of anything. I mean, 80% upward is good, and so you'll find at times there is actually the cycle does not fall within that band, and the reason for that is when longer term cycles which are more dominant are ending or starting, they can distort the shorter term cycles by either expanding or contracting. So then we moved out of that low, starting the new one, which is cycle 2, which is the darker purple line, and the market rallied up nicely and stopped there, creating a cycle high in the right hand side, pulling back quite significantly within the time band that was placed on the chart there, before rallying up and out into the new cycle number 3 with the aqua line. So there is characteristics of these cycles, and so far number 1 was a mid-translation where it made its cycle high in the middle of the cycle, but it finished as a bull cycle as the end was above the start. Cycle 2 rallied up and made its cycle high in the right hand side, and it finished by pulling back, but pulled back to a price that was above the start. So that was another bull cycle. Number 3, you can see it made its crest in the right hand side of the cycle, meaning I can place a midpoint on the chart. So you can see that the cycle high was actually on the right hand side of the middle of the cycle zone. So that is a bull cycle characteristic. And with the cycle number 4, which is the next dark purple highlighting there, it was actually a bit of a wonky cycle. It made a high, then it fell down below the start, signifying a bear cycle, but it rallied up again and made a higher crest. It's now, nothing is ever 100%, so you can't sort of sit there and hold on to any sort of predictions. You just have to go with what the market is telling you, so, and highest probability. Cycle number 5 was a nice bull cycle which ended recently, where we had a pullback, but it ended just outside of the time frame we were expecting. Again, that's most likely because we have a longer term 33-month cycle which is due. Well, becoming due actually, sorry. Now we're on our 6th trading cycle and the market has rallied up and out. We don't know if that's the crest just yet of the cycle. If it's a bear cycle, it could be. If it's a bull cycle, definitely not, because it would be on the right hand side of this midpoint here. The market has moved up on a weekly basis 4 weeks, and it has pulled back nicely. We were expecting this pullback that's happened recently, and that's why we closed out of our long positions early in the piece, and we're just patiently waiting, and we are now ready to enter this market long. We've actually got some pending orders for this market to get in long, as we were expecting. It's nicely pulled back, stopped on the 50% retracement line, given us a doji reversal bar. So I'm expecting this market to rally upward out of here and executing our entry order. Our clients auto trade, so we actually have these orders are immediately executed in our private client accounts. So if you'd like any information, please visit www.unearthfinancial.com.au. So it's a matter of letting the market allow us, or telling us where it's about to go. Every day we get a new bar signaling or giving us indications of whether this market is likely to be in a bear cycle or a bull trading cycle, and it's just a matter of trading the direction that it's going. Signing off for now because I'm running out of time. Thanks very much for your time today, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye for now.